Hi Year 2. I'm going to read you one of my favourite stories. This is called The Lion Inside. And there's Mr. Lion who's going to be helping me all the way through read this book. So this is The Lion Inside by Rachel Bright and Jim Field. And the blurb at the back, it says, "You don't have to be big and brave to find your roar. Being little isn't always easy, but when Mouse sets off on a journey to find his roar, he discovers that even the smallest creature can have the heart of a lion." In a dry, dusty place where the sand sparkled gold stood a mighty flat rock, all craggy and old. And under that rock, in a tiny full house, lived the littlest, squeakiest, meekest brown mouse. You see him there? He was so very tiny, so incredibly small, that nobody ever noticed him, ever, at all. Can you see him? You see him saying, "Hello, I'm here." He got trod on and sat on and missed out for stuff. Ignored, forgotten. Oh yes, mouse life was tough. Oh dear. Meanwhile, far above, on top of the rock, times were quite different. It was Lion o'clock. This huge toothsome creature made sure everyone saw how important he was by how loud he could roar. Oh my goodness, what a loud roar. He was head of the pack. He was shouty and tough. He loved showing the crowd he was made of strong stuff. Oh, he's a bit of show off, isn't he? Yes, all were impressed by his mighty king cat. If only, thought Mouse, I could be a bit more like that. Oh dear. Then late one dark night, in his Minnie Mouse bed, the cleverest thought popped into his head. He jumped from the covers and held up a paw. "I've got it," he said. "What I need is a roar." I mean, what if this mouse, with the weeniest squeak, was a little more grrr and a little less meek? Well, he'd still be the smallest of fuzziest brown mice, but he'd make friends and join in, and life would be nice. Yes, thought the mouse, I must find out how. I will learn how to roar, and I will learn it now. But, oh my gosh, there was only one beast who could teach him this thing. But might that make him a feast? It was time to be strong, take a chance. After all, forever was such a long time to feel so small. So he made himself brave and he thought like a winner. He set off to the top, hoping not to be dinner. It felt like the scariest thing he could do. But if you want things to change, you first have to change you. The further he climbed, the closer he got to the slumbering lion reclining on top. Then, at last, as he stood on his tippity toes, he found himself suddenly nose to nose. Ahem. Pardon me. Wake up, Mr. Lion. You've got company. Squeak, Mr. Lion. What I've come to you for is squeak. Do you think you could teach me to roar? Oh, he's very nervous, isn't he? silence befell that twinkling plain. Lion opened his eyes and puffed out his mane. Time slowed right down. Why, it felt like a week. Then he opened his mouth and let out an... eek! Oh my goodness, who would have thought? The lion was shaking, his paws all a fumble. He was backing away with a scrambling tumble. "Don't hurt me," he whimpered. "Oh, try to be nice." Well, my goodness, this lion was frightened of mice. "Don't worry," Mouse peeped. "I'm a friend, not a foe. Let's rock this together. We'll have fun, don't you know?" That was a magical moment for sure, when Mouse didn't feel at all small anymore. He had found his true voice and learned to speak out. For that, you don't need to roar or to shout. And for that day and always, the two were a pair. They both liked that rock better. Now the rock was to share. The mouse, while still little, felt big in his head, and Lion, well, he still roared, but with laughter instead. They're the best of friends now. Yes, that day they both learned that no matter your size, we all have a mouse and a lion inside. That was a lovely story, wasn't it, Year 2? And I love the moral of that story, because it's no matter how little you are or how big you are, you can still be really, really brave. And still, it doesn't matter how you look or your size, because you can just be best of friends, can't you? So could you write a little bit about your best friend, who they are, and maybe draw a nice picture and say how much you like them and why you like them? It's been lovely sharing a story with you, Year 2, and I'll see you soon.